Welcome back to day 39 of online learning. Today we're starting Unit 8, and this is all about multiplication and division. What I want you to do is make sure that you've already taken the Unit 7 test. If you haven't already, make sure you finish the Unit 7 lessons and take that test before you start this unit. This whole unit is about multiplication and division. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to bring up your lesson goals and objectives and what our goal is for this video. So your lesson goals and objectives are that I will be able to use the relationship between multiplication and division to solve division problems, and also that I will be able to solve division problems. So this is what we're focusing on in today's video. This unit is going to be all about multiplication and division. So what I want us to do is I'm going to read this problem, and then I want you to be taking notes by yourself. So it says there are 24 students in Miss Smith's class. She wants to place them into 4 equal groups. How many students are in each group? I want you to pause me and take notes of the rules of this problem. So I would want us to think about what we already know in this problem and what we need to find out. So we know that there's 24 students in the class. And then the teacher wants to place them into 4 equal groups. So Miss Smith wants 4 equal groups. It says how many students are in each group? So my question is, how many students in each group? So pause me and think about what question are we trying to solve? What are we trying to figure out throughout this problem? We're trying to figure out not how many groups there are. We know that there's 4 equal groups. We're trying to figure out how many are in each group. Pause me and think about what equation will represent this problem. To figure out this problem, I can think of a few different equations. I can think 24 divided by 4 equals what? I could also do 24 divided by what equals 4, because I'm figuring out if I broke 24 students into 4 equal groups, how many will be in each group? Or if I broke 24 students into a group, there would be 4 groups. Or I could also think 4 times what equals 24. 4 groups with how many in each group equals my total. Or I could think how many in each group with 4 groups equals 24 students. I can use both multiplication and division to represent the same problem. Pause me and think about why can I use both multiplication and division to solve this problem? The reason that I can use both multiplication and division is because I can break up my total into 4 groups, or I can figure out 4 groups times how many each group equals my total. So with division, I notice that I'm starting with my total both times. I can't do 4 divided by 24 equals what, because I can't break up 4 into 24 groups. I can only break up 24 into 4 groups. What I want you to do right now is figure out a way you can solve this problem. Even if you know this all by yourself, just immediately, it's a fact that you know, I want you to draw a picture and to represent 24 divided by 4. Show your work. So I know I can't do 4 divided by 24 because 4 won't go into 24 groups, but I can make 1, 2, 3, 4 groups and deal out 24 by counting and dealing them out in each until I get to 24. So count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Notice what I did is I counted 5 and then made a tally. That way it's really easy for me to see how many I have in each group. I see that I have 5 and 1, so 6 in each group. So 24 divided by 4 equals 6. Another way that I can think of this, because let's say I was dealing out a really big number, it's easy for me to lose track of how many I'm dealing. So what I could do is I know I'm going to make 4 groups. And what is something that I already know off the top of my head? 4 times what? And something that's less than 24. So I know 4 times 5 is equal to 20. So I know that I could just put 5 in each, so 5, 10, 15, 20. And just deal it out that way. Break it down into something easier that I know. So I did 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I see that I have 5 plus 1 is 6, so still 6 in each group. All I did was 4 times 5 plus 4 times 1. I dealt it out in an easier way. That way I made sure I wasn't losing track. You're going to be continuing to solve more multiplication and division problems, and I want you to be thinking and keeping in mind, how can I use multiplication and how can I use division to represent these problems? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to be pulling up your have to, which is page 461, which is all about solving division problems. Here's your have to for today, which is page 461. Solving division problems. So your directions are to solve these problems, and you may use cubes, grid paper, drawings, or other math tools. You need to make sure to show your work for every problem. So for number 1, it says, Jung had 45 marbles. She wants to put them in groups of 9. How many equal groups can Jung make? What I want you to do is take notes. So it says Jung has 45 marbles. So take notes of the rule. So it says, and she wants to put them in groups of 9. And the question is, how many equal groups can Jung make? And a tool that you can use to show division signs is if I press right here on equation and make a text box. So I pressed first equation, making a text box. Now I'm doing 45. I want to find the division sign, which is here, divided by 9 equals, or I could just draw it and just write 45 divided by 9. Pause me and think about what is another equation that I can use to represent this same problem. I can also do, and I'm going to press equation, make a text box. I can also do 45 divided by question mark equals 9. And now what you need to do is you need to draw a picture to represent 45 divided by 9 equals what? You need to draw a picture to show how many equal groups can Jung make. So I got you started to show you how I want you to represent your problems to make sure that you take notes and write an equation. I need you to be taking notes and writing an equation. That way I'm able to see what your work was and see if I can help you at all. If there's no work shown, then I can't figure out why you got the wrong answer. So I got you started, but now you need to still finish number 1. Now let's take a look at your have to for today. Here's your have to slide for today. You need to complete page 461, which is solving division problems, and to make sure you show your work for every problem. And then you need to do 15 minutes of IXL only on the highlighted skills. And your success criteria is that I can solve division problems by using strategies, and that's something that you should be able to say after you did your have to. And if you take a look on the rubric below, you can see how you will be scored.